Hello friends of Health Through Knowledge, welcome to our interview, our discussion with our dear friend Patricia, not from Spain, from Switzerland. She is a scientist and a personal communication expert, right?
Psychology and science of communication.
Science of communication. Okay, and she will really squeeze me like we squeeze an orange juice today.
I hope so.
Let's see what kind of juice we get out of this discussion.
Okay, so...
No, silence.
No, you brought some very interesting horns here. They're huge, so tell us about it. Where they come from?
They are African cow horns.
Cow horns?
Yeah, polished African cow horns.
Okay.
If they are not polished, they don't look as nice. They look also nice, but not as nice as this.
And why did you brought us those beautiful horns? I mean, they are huge. They're quite light.
They are very light. They're almost like plastic. They are empty, yeah, hollow. And the size is not the biggest size you can find. You can find even bigger ones, 150, 1.50 m. I would say is normal. And the idea behind the whole thing is that we use it as an energizer.
Okay, so how did you came to this idea to use that big horns of those cows as energizer? I mean, there's certainly a story behind it.
There definitely is a very interesting and quite funny story behind it, yes. I bought a cup made out of this horn, and then I put some water in it and wanted to see what comes out when I test it, before and after. So I tested the activated water and I tested the horn itself, and the energy level, just to repeat, from 0 to 18. 18 is the max, 9 is medium, human body in a healthy state, 0 is very bad. Everything below 9 will drag energy from us, everything above 9 will give energy to our system. So these horns amazed me really very much. Not only look they very nice, but they have a tremendous energy. They go up to 17.5.
17.5?
Yes, max. So it's about the same energy level as, for example, a tourmaline powder. So, and then I went to the factory, the people making these cups.
They only make the cups for the tourists, or
yes.
They use it themselves?
No.
So it was just a crazy idea of someone to make cups for tourists because it looks nice.
Right. And they sell it mainly in the 5-4-star hotels for the tourists.
Okay.
And this is a waste product so far.
Okay.
That means when they slaughter the cows or when the cow die, especially in the south, for example, in the southwest, they don't even sell you a cow because they love their cows so much. So if you want to buy a cow, they will not sell it to you unless they are in money problems, then they will sell a cow to you.
Is it like in India that it's very similar, that they're holy?
No.
It sounds like...
No, in Africa I wouldn't say that there's perhaps 100 years ago, but now, no, today, not in these days, there's nothing holy. There are many unholy things, demons and other things, possessions, but holy things, no.
But the Africans also use a lot of natural material from animals, or some herbs also for the voodoo or the old...
Just the western part.
Yeah, the western part. Okay.
Cameroon, Togo, Ivory Coast, this is the western part, and I'm in the central, Uganda, close to Rwanda, close to Kenya. There's no voodoo, there's black magic, there's no doubt, but
they used it also, these horns. I mean, it's amazing.
Yes, it's very amazing. Do that for our people on both sides so that they can see.
Big horn, like a devil?
No, it is really like this all day, all night. It's not a weapon, it's not a tool. So it's really, we can see that here, it is somehow twisted. It's like a spiral. Yeah, a spiral, exactly. So it's somehow accelerating energy. And what did I want to say? Yeah, the Africans at the place I live, Uganda, they're even scared of things like this because they think there might be black magic involved. So
okay, but there is a story behind, maybe.
Yeah,
so that they use it in the earlier times.
The the witches or the black magic, the witchcraft people, they use many fancy stories. I mean, things they chop off the head of chickens and then they dig it there, and they witchcrafted things like this. They do even up to date. So then we went to see this factory, and we did some muscle testing. And it was so amazing. They were really like from another star, you know, they were so puzzled about the whole story. And then they started to realize that they have really gold in their hand, and they regard it as trash, really.
And I thought that they will make fun of the tourists by selling these cups.
Oh, they look nice, you know, it's like art. As you can see, it's really like, when you buy it,
I mean, it's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, definitely. And so we did some treatment. You know, the amazing thing is, as you know, whenever the energy level is above 15, 14, then you can expect amazing things either from the food supplement, or from the subject like this. So I knew that I can show them some things which really might sound or look like miracles for them. And that's what we did. The horn treated a guy who had severe back pain. I just told him, come on, let's put it on the back. I took a salt, how do you call it in English? A salt, Salzstreuer. Salt giver, anyway. You know, where the salt is in for the food. I put it just on his back and I said, look, let's see what's going to happen. But out of experience, I know what's going to happen. So after a few minutes, the pain was gone. He was able to bend. He was not able to bend at all. He was able to bend, touch the ground with his fingers.
And he was the manager of this company?
He is the engineer in charge, and he was so excited. He was calling everybody. And eventually we will have a presentation of the whole. This is a governmental institution about food processing, stuff like that. They do many other things. So let's see, that's quite interesting. Another thing, you forgot to give me my water glass, please. Because when you put this in the water, it will really increase energy dramatically.
Okay, but you did not finish your story.
Which story?
What happened with the water you had in this cup? So you tested, and you said it was a 17.5 energy level.
Yes, right.
But what did you do with the water?
I drank the water.
You drank the water,
yes.
And you had plenty of energy, or what happened?
I mean, nothing special happens to me, but if a person who is sick would drink it, I think they should feel a dramatic increase in energy, and they would have to urinate a lot more in the beginning, because it's really cleansing the body out of toxins. But we had, these guys, they reported some amazing stories, which I can tell you now. Now he told me that he has to hide the horns away, because people come from all over the place and buy the whole horn and put it in the car. And his wife, he was paralyzed on one side for years. And she had very high blood pressure, and then he had the idea, let's give her a bangle with them out of the horn. Within 2 days, all the problems disappeared. And he is living, or he lives, next 30 meters apart from a travel station, electrical power station. And then he got some really severe respiratory problems. And then he had the idea, let's just put this in my pocket here, in my chest bag pocket. Believe it or not, he said within 2 minutes it was gone. So things like this we hear all the time. So it's a very cheap product, very effective product.
You're turning something all the time in your hand. Just show it maybe to...
That's just because I'm so nervous.
So what
this is the heart. We can make any shape. We have crosses, we have round shaped ones, we have smaller disc ones to put them into your shoes. This is a very, very interesting thing, because it will instantly balance your body from a physical